Madam Web recently came out in theaters and is sitting at an impressive 13% on Rotten Tomatoes with an audience score of 56%. Now, this is the third Spider-Man related characters to get their own movie, and we still don't have any Spider-Man. There are two more Spider-Man related characters getting their own movies. We got Venom 3 coming out November 8th of this year, and Kraven the Hunter coming out August 30th. Now, I don't know what the fuck Sony plans to do. All of their movies are in rotten scores. I don't know if they're going to continue down this path because obviously nothing's working for them. But I want to know you guys' thoughts. Do you guys plan on seeing Madam Web? Do you guys plan on seeing Venom 3 and Kraven the Hunter now that, Sony Universe is sitting too hot?
Yeah, the second they drop on Disney Plus, why not?
Yeah,
there we go. I pay for Disney Plus.
They go on Stars first. All these Sony movies are going on Stars, and then they go to Disney later for some reason. It's just some like Sony deal for some reason. They have it like that. But yeah, I think I'll wait for Madam Web to show up on streaming, and then which is gonna be like next month probably. I saw that the main star of the movie, and even she hasn't watched it yet, and she isn't planning on watching. She said she's gonna watch it sometime soon. So there's that. And then I saw someone put a review out on like TikTok saying like the amount of Sydney Sweeney you see in the movie is as much you see in the trailer. Yep. Meaning like I'm assuming you don't really see like the lore of all the Spider Women and Spider Gwens or whatever there are and shit like that. So it's kind of really awkward to keep watching this movie. I remember complaining about Venom when it first came out and thinking like, why do we not even have a Spider-Man in it? This is like one of the ultimate Spider-Man villains. Now, I will say I am going to go watch Venom 3 in theaters for sure. And I'll be watching Kraven the Hunter in theaters for sure because I'm interested in those characters.
Dakota Johnson, has been the worst marketer for this movie that I've ever seen from a lead actress or lead actor. She's trying to tell y'all, don't watch this movie. Ooh. Watch my next movie, but don't watch this garbage. So I didn't even know I was signing up for this shit. I didn't know. I thought I was about to be part of MCU. They told me, hey, Marvel Spider-Man movie. My agent told me, go do this. It'll be great. You're going to have your own movie.
He got
her ass. So all this does is remind us, how much of a Nepo baby Dakota Johnson is. The fact that, the last thing we all remember seeing her from is 50 Shades of Grey. And she was terrible in that shit, and that shit felt like a B movie at the time. Yes, there were certain scenes that are all right, bro. There were certain scenes, okay?
Good, you're perfect.
Overall,
I was getting my shit off.
The movie was bad. I'm not a big fan of hers. I mean, I hope her next project's gonna be good, but thanks to her, we already knew this movie was gonna be trash. Like Abdul says, the Twitter reviews are just amazing. I've never seen people just hey, guess which horrible event happened in this movie? Yeah. And then they'll be like, wait, all of them happened.
That's
all of these 5 random ass things that you would never expect to happen all happen in a sequence and were never explained. So I won't be watching this movie.
I watched 30 minutes of it allegedly online. And I can tell y'all that
I can vouch.
It's a pretty terrible movie, son. There are spider people in the woods or the jungle that take care of her as a baby, and then the movie just starts. She's in the jungle as a baby being taken care of by spider people. Indigenous tribe to the jungle, right? These people know nothing about civilization. And then the movie cuts to her driving the ambulance. I'm like, all right, nigga, how the fuck did she? How did she get?
Who found this?
Who found this baby? Who brought this baby back to New York? How does she know the finer things about medical attention? What is?
How'd you get your license?
Yeah, I have all the questions already. It's only been 15 minutes, but the reason she can see the future is because of spider people and spider things, and but it's pretty fucking bad. The 3 girls she has to protect, they don't suit up. They're in flashbacks, they're in nightmare flashbacks for the spider bad guy. They're just literally running around, going different places. They stay with Peter Parker's parents. They stay with Peter Parker's parents. Peter Parker isn't named in the movie at all. He's born, and it's just oh, Ben, look at him. And then it cuts. That's it. That's it. The villain is killed by a giant Pepsi sign. That's not fake. That's a real thing that happened.
Huh? What What'd you say?
A giant Pepsi sign falls on the Spider-Man-like villain. Again, it's a Spider-Man-like villain.
Ezekiel, whatever his name is.
Yeah,
like,
he has the powers of Spider-Man. Doesn't act like it because he can't catch these 3 fucking teenagers. And he gets hit by a car by Dakota Johnson twice.
Which one's worse, this or Morbius? Talk to me.
This. Morbius is bad to the point where it's funny. This is just bad to the point it's like, there's no way y'all were making this and just didn't see like this is fucking trash.
There's no amount of Spider-Man lore. As much as people like Spider-Man, they think that's going to be enough to save a movie. I think that's kind of pitiful because I think even
that is enough to save a movie. That is enough. It's just the fact that we've had months of terrible marketing for this movie. Months, like nigga, go back like 6 months, and it's like, bro, don't watch that shit. Don't watch that shit. And it just got worse. It just got progressively worse. Like
the trailers of other movies like Morbius and like Venom didn't look bad. The trailer of this movie looked terrible, where we were like, nah, no way.
I don't think that them doing fuck shit like this won't later put like squash this whole Spider-Man. Like is Sony's game plan to just hand off Spider-Man to Marvel?
There is no Spider-Man.
You can't just like
there is no Spider-man.
Oh shit!
But this movie takes place in 2003.
This is like the most profitable franchise. Like this Spider-Man is like one of the most profitable franchises ever. Like they're just gonna keep making more Spider-Man shit. They'll eventually get it right. Like
will they?
Yeah.
Son, will they?
Hey! Don't do that.
I'm Spider-Man across the universe. Let's not act like the Miles Morales shit isn't fire. Come on.
But you got Spider-Man in the Spider-Man related movie. This has Spider-Man characters. No Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The next crew is gonna be like, all right, let's make sure we have Spider-Man in our shit. But let's try and do that.
I do think at the end of like Kraven, they'd probably hint at like the next Spider-Man or something like that. There's no way they're gonna have 3 Venom movies without Spider-Man. They already had a Venom and Carnage movie without it. And in Venom, you saw Tom Holland like Venom exist somewhat in that universe. And then you also saw the Vulture from the Tom Holland universe go into Morbius. So it's like they obviously acknowledge that there's some crossover here. I know fans want like Andrew Garfield to have like his final redemption, which is too impossible, I feel like, to pull off. Like, I personally would have wanted like a final Spider-Man Kraven movie with Tobey. That's not happening either, but that's almost just as likely as Andrew Garfield coming in this shit too.
No. Andrew Garfield's getting his movie. That's been rumored a lot. Tobey Maguire, like, the nigga's 40. That's an old ass Spider-Man.
Hey man,
but
Andrew
Garfield,
put some respect on him. Don't do him like that.
Put some respect.
That nigga look old in the movie. He looked old in the movie. What are you talking about?
Don't talk about my Spider-Man like that.
He did make that back joke.
To Abdul's point about them
crazy.
bringing Spider-Man portraying Kraven, it's like, all right, but Kraven's the good guy in his movie, and so is Venom. I don't think they're anti-heroes. They're all like, I think they're the heroes. Like, what are you gonna do? Like,
so was Morbius.
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck that movie was. Okay, I don't know what that was. But how can you introduce the hero to these anti-heroes like this? Like, what's going to be the game plan for that? They can't both be, trying to save the world together, or I guess they can. But what kind of story is that?
I don't know because I also can't see them teaming up to fight Spider-Man. I almost feel like there's gonna have to be a portion of them that's after him, or if we get some hint of Kraven like literally hunting Spider-Man like he did in the game or in the comics or in the cartoon, like we need my next hunt thrill type of shit. Like that's the only thing I can see, or maybe some stupid plot where Vulture convinces like Morbius, hey, let's team up and go fight Spider-Man for the sake of Spider-Man.
I feel like that's. Well, I don't know. Y'all niggas y'all don't want to know the lore like that, but I feel like that's could be Sony's move. Is you jump right into a Spider-Man, like story, but it's like midway through. You know what I'm saying? Like Spider-Man's like 30 or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when you bring around these villains and they all team up to try and take him down. And then eventually that's when I feel like that's the way you do it. You don't do the whole origin story over again. You know what I'm saying? You give us some different feel to it. Because you're already trying to... Yeah, don't do that. Yeah. You give villains... you already decided on that. I don't know who greenlit that, but y'all been decided on that. So you might as well just run with it. Otherwise, this can't hold shit.
Yeah, this shit is annoying. It's annoying to watch. I don't want to watch all the Dragon Ball Z movies about Krillin and Yamcha and Tien and fucking everyone else except
You
Goku.
could do it. You could make it work, but you.
No, you could not. No, you cannot.
All right, maybe not. Maybe not Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball's a little tough.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was a crazy lineup. I'm not watching that movie.
But if it was like a Vegeta
You have a
movie,
point.
you'd watch a Vegeta.
Oh yeah,
movie,
yeah, solid.
You'd watch
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So
Solid.
we about to watch the Knuckles show, but they got Sonic in it as well.
We got
Yeah,
Sonic
Yeah.
already.
Yeah,
Sonic already, though.
yeah.
We got Sonic. Like that's why we're gonna fuck with it. Like we saw Sonic. We saw him.
No,
do, like
I didn't need to see
blend well.
Sonic in that joint.
I
Like I
did.
said, me just being as a
I need to see Sonic in there. I need to see Sonic in there.
why. Knuckles had his own game, nigga.
Okay, but it's based off of Sonic. I need to see at least some remnants of the main character in
Oh
there.
my god, nigga! When you see them rings, you know what time it is. I mean, hell, you seeing a walking echidna? Like, come on, stop it. You know it's Sonic's, man. Stop it. We don't gotta do this right now.
Yeah.
Alright.
Shout out to Matt Wimp. Keep fucking shit up. Keep fucking shit up, Sony. One day y'all will get it together.
One day, y'all gonna get it right one day.
This CW ass production that everyone
Nah,
knows.
don't even shit on CW like that. Like, they at least tried. This was like, all right, bro. Let's just. Who got an idea? All right, we all got ideas. Let's all put it on paper. So it'll work. It'll work.
Bro, I was just one last thing, but it really does feel like everyone's just like regrets their involvement in this movie. Like it just, I've never seen it. It's just everyone looks so sad in the face. Like,
No,
damn,
you
bro,
seen it before.
I shouldn't have signed up.
The
for
last
this.
Game of Thrones season when the niggas was always like, "Hey,
Oh.
niggas excited."
Yeah,
Like,
you're right. That's exactly it.
Oh,
That's exactly what I got from it.